Hi, I'm Andy Campbell. I'm the founder at Emu.me. So, at the moment there's 2 billion people on the internet. 1 billion of them have got smartphones or tablets and accessing via mobile devices. Over the next 4 or 5 years, that number is going to grow to 5 billion. So, the question that comes up for a lot of people is, if we look at things like payments, is who's going to be the brand of choice when, as mobile payments moves to become a mass market, a mainstream type product. And the way we look at it is we say, well, whoever gets 15% of the consumers as a brand, 10 of the available market tends to be the one that goes on to get 30%, 50%, 80%, and then hover around 80% and become an incumbent. And if we look at the internet, even though the internet is only 2 billion people, there's some very large brands like Apple and Google and Facebook that have already got more than 15% of the total available market. So even when it goes to 5, 6 billion, they've already got billion customers. They're already at 20% of the available market. So you've got to assume that they're going to be the brands that everybody knows and trusts and works with over the next 4 or 5 years. So the second question that comes up is, why are these brands getting into payments? Why is Apple talking about payments? Why has Google got into Google Send Money? Why is Facebook saying they're doing, I think it was today, Amazon saying that they're going to get into personal payments on the Kindle. If we look at the payment cycle, or the purchase cycle I should say, so if I want to buy something, what I tend to do is, and we all do it, we search for something, we then socialize it, we pay for something, and then we go and promote it. So when we search for it, today we search for stuff online, we search for it whether it's through our Safari browser or our Chrome browser or our Microsoft browser. We then socialize it, whether that's on Twitter or Facebook or through our network of friends or on our IM messages, and we ask people, what do you think of this? I'm about to do this. And then we go to buy it and pay for it, and it kind of falls off a cliff. There isn't a digital answer to do that. The answer for paying for something is still this 50-year-old telephone network that's all about a point of sale, that I've got to go somewhere, whether it's online or a physical place, and buy it. So if you're a digital brand and you've got more than 20% of the market or more than 15% of the market, so you're going to be one of the brands that really succeeds, and you're already allowing people to search for stuff and you're already helping them to socialize their ideas around buying stuff, it's a natural extension to say, why wouldn't you just give them the opportunity to buy it as part of the conversation? And then why wouldn't you help them to promote that out and drive more people to do exactly the same process? So with Emu.me, we've looked at it and said it needs to be as simple as possible to get the most users and get the most out of the growth of the mobile internet. So we've kept it as a software service and we've put it inside the existing conversations. So if I want to pay you, all I have to do is send you an email, CC cash@emu.me, and put the amount I want to send you in the subject line. If Emu's seen us before, I'm just sent a confirmation link to say, do you confirm this payment? You want to send Tim X amount of pounds, confirm. If Emu hasn't seen me before, what it does is send me a link and says, come and link your bank card, debit or credit, and we'll run the payment. And that's it. So to start off with, we've picked email because if there's 1 billion people with a smartphone or a tablet, and to have a smartphone or tablet, to even turn it on and register it, you have to have an email address. So the lowest common denominator of the people that are on the mobile internet is email address. The second lowest is instant messaging, so whether that's Apple Instant Messaging or Viber or WhatsApp or whatever. And then the third one is social posts. So we've started with email, we're moving to instant messaging, we'll move to social posts, and then we'll move to calendarization and productivity. So the example would be is, I set this meeting up with you, we're going to have lunch, we decide to pay for ourselves, and I just drop you a note saying, Tim, lunch is going to be 15 quid each. Here's my half of the 15 quid. I'll see you at whatever. What we tried to do is we looked and said, where's the internet going? What are people going to want to do? They're going to want to embed their payments within existing conversations. They're going to want to do it over software tools, and they're going to want to be agnostic to any type of device or hardware. So we built a service. Then we took the ideas of the best ideas out there. So we took an email and made it much simpler to send money by email. We then said run card payments, and instead of democratizing it down to small merchants, we said let's democratize it to everybody, because everybody's going to be on the internet, so let everybody run a card payment. And then we said, actually links, if I want to sell something, I kind of want to be able to make a link and post that online. So we did that, and we put it all into a really simple app called Emu Cash, and we've put it online. And